And we continue now with our great American panel. All right, new information. Trayvon Martin, eyewitness, comes out. There was a rush to judgment early on by the media. I still argue we don't have all the facts in here. It's still a tragedy. Anytime we have so much crime, so much violence, drugs in so many communities around this country. This case has garnered national attention. What do you think about people jumping to judgment here? And nobody in the media seems to be held accountable.
Well, it's predictable, especially from the race demagogues who always run to the cameras and the microphones whenever they can create and invent an issue, regardless of the facts. And so I believe in the justice system, I believe in due process, and I believe in facts. So I'm gratified that there's been a special prosecutor appointed who will look at now forensics and ballistics, eyewitnesses and oral witnesses, and get the facts out. And yes, there has to be, on the other side, a defense. So I don't like the idea that the person who is accused of something doesn't have a chance to say what happened. Show?
Well, I think it's unfair that he's sort of being prosecuted in media court. The fact of the matter is that I don't know what happened. You don't know what happened. No one knows what happened. So I think it's unfair that the media's coverage of this story doesn't reflect that fact, that we don't have all of the information.
Yeah, and I tell you, the people that have been most responsible are the mainstream media.
Yeah.
You know, the NBCs of the world have been absolutely, totally, completely, utterly biased and irresponsible.
And I think that it happens now. I think fundamentally over the last decade, what's happened is we no longer really have journalists. Okay, now we have really pretty talking heads, but they have no journalism backgrounds, which is supposed to be fair and objective to present both sides and let the viewer come to a decision. They don't. They bring their opinion in it. Yes. They mask things, and it's not what journalism is an art. It's a craft. It's something that we have upheld for such a long time, to be able to say, I'm being totally, absolutely objective and presenting both cases. And now that we don't have that, now we can just know. You go, if you say Fox News, people go conservative. If you say CNN, they go whatever. I'm like, it shouldn't be that. I
don't think it's that. I think it's misinformation. I mean, we've heard that it was a white person who killed a black person. Now it's a white Hispanic. And it's absurd. They're trying to push this narrative.
But you had a reporter there. You had a reporter who's supposed to be a journalist.
Amelia is right in the sense that you have the media. You have activists who have been given TV shows, and then they go out and march, and then they cover their own march, and they come on TV, and they give you opinions, and they have their whole phalanx of other, quote-unquote, opinion makers who are giving a gloss, and the gloss is, America is still racist. These civil rights leaders are still living in the past, and they drive this racial rhetoric home every day, all day, on MSNBC and other places, and I'm sick of it. And we don't need another White House conference on race to talk about race as the demagogues want on their terms. No more of that.
Appreciate it. We're out of time.